You look beautiful today.
Thanks. You don't look so bad yourself.
I have to tell her that every single day. No, go on, tell them what you normally say.
I feel beautiful today.
Every morning. Hello, everybody.
Good day to you all.
Today we're doing top 10 gadgets for a motorhome.
Yes.
We're going to do 5 things we've actually got, which are gadgets, and 5 things we wish we had for gadgets. Or 5... These are 10 things which you might want for a motorhome, which we either have or sort of wish we had, or you know what I'm saying.
We've had experience in feeling like, oh, we definitely could have done with one of those.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you like us matching colours,
I
by the
know,
way?
I've just realised we're clashing a bit today.
Her fault. I've had this on for a week. She knew I'd have this on.
Yeah.
Right, top 10 gadgets. So we'll start with 5 gadgets we've actually got. We'll take you around, take you on a little tour of the actual gadgets and show you them properly as we're talking about them to make it a little bit more interesting. Gadget number 10, what is it?
It's a Karcher window wiper.
These are amazing.
Yeah, it's not just a wiper, guys. It's like a hoover, you know. So practically every morning, especially in the winter, we wake up and all our windows are sort of misty. Is that the word? Wet.
Yes. It demists your windscreen. Do you want to show them how it works?
Yeah, well, you
just press a button.
Turn it on, yeah, and you'll go like that, and it literally will soak up.
It takes everything, doesn't it?
Just doing the window screen, guys. Just for an example, I can actually fill that up to max.
Yeah.
And come the winter, when all the windows need doing every morning, this is a must.
And it is every morning.
Yes.
From autumn onwards, all autumn, winter and spring, you need that every single morning. It is brilliant. Now, how much was it? Can you remember? They're not cheap.
This was like a limited special edition one, like an anniversary edition. So maybe you can get them a bit cheaper. I don't know, maybe about 70 quid or something.
Oh, well, that's cheaper than I thought they were.
Yeah.
But worth every penny.
Worth every penny. I'm sure you can get cheaper brands, but this Karcher one is amazing. I've got so many accessories with theirs. And an example as well, I haven't actually recharged this for probably 7 months now. 6 or 7 months.
And it's still working.
And it's still working, yes. Brilliant. Karcher! Gadget number 9.
Gadget number 9, as I say, these first 5 are things we have actually got. So number 9 would be the generator.
Yes.
We got given a generator. We knew when we got the motorhome that's one thing we desperately wanted to get. You can't rely... It's alright in summer. If you've got a solar panel, you're alright. We haven't needed the generator. It's actually at my mother's house at the moment. But we're going to be picking it up because now winter's coming. You're not going to have as much solar power. And especially when you're in the middle of nowhere, you never know when you're going to need it. So I'm sure everybody knows what a generator is, but just in case you don't, you pull an handle, it uses diesel... Or is it unleaded? One of the two.
I can't remember.
It's unleaded.
Now,
It's unleaded. Uses unleaded petrol. It makes a big racket. That's the only downside to them. They are noisy. But you can plug it into the van and it'll give you electric. You could even run the fridge of it if you wanted to.
It's like you're on the mains, isn't
It's like
it?
you're on mains hookup. Brilliant. Something anyone with a motorhome who is planning on using it in winter, I would strongly suggest you get one. You need one. Gadget number 8.
Gadget number 8, you're probably wondering why I'm in bed. Well, it's our lead. We highly recommend something like this. It's a 12-volt extension lead. 12
volt basically plugs in up here.
Yes.
As you can see. And we had this made for us by one of our viewers.
Specially made for us. It is fantastic. We've got like 4 USB sockets on it and then 3 12-volt sockets.
And if you turn it over, it's got this dial on there. Don't know how well you can see that. Just hold that, Mazzy.
I never really understand what that means, so
well, when it gets down to 0, you're in trouble. You can't be using it, but it says 44. You can't see it at the moment, it's too bright, but it says 44% that's what's left in the power of it. It's basically it's good. It's good.
It's brilliant. Really, really good, isn't it?
Now we have that in the middle of us.
Yeah,
in the
coming
middle,
down here.
coming down there, and we keep it there all day long, and just unplug it through the day. Obviously, we don't want it to overheat while we're not using it.
It's our main way that we actually charge our phones, so this is really important to us, isn't it? Really, really good.
To be honest, that's all we use it for, really, to charge us phones and chargers, camera, batteries, things like that.
Yeah.
Anything which needs charging on a USB. But, for example, if I need to go outside, I can use this outside. You know, if I want to sit down and relax on a chair, I can still charge my phone out there. And yeah, you can still put anything in, which is 12 volt. We love it. We love it.
Yeah. So although you probably won't get an exact one because this was made specially for us, but there are similar things on the market out there. I'm sure they're cheap, aren't they, babe?
There will be.
Yeah.
There will be.
And I definitely, well, for us, it's a must. And we're grateful of having this. Gadget number 7.
Number 7 is a screen protector. We adore this thing. This one is by, what they're called, Mazzy?
Silver Screen.
Silver Screen. Now, there's loads of different companies make these. You can get them cheap, but from what we were told, stay away from the cheap ones because they don't work very well, or they certainly don't work as well as a Silver Screen. You pay, how much was this, can you remember?
Maybe £120 to have it customised to a fan, yeah.
£120.
Yeah, definitely worth every penny.
And what this will do is keep your screen cool, keep the inside cool throughout the summer and warm throughout the winter, and keep the ice off as well, which is the main thing really in the winter. Now we don't use it in the summer, this is where we go wrong. We're always complaining that we're boiling in there, but we never put this thing on. And I think that's mainly because we do a lot of wild camping, and if you have this on and you're wild camping somewhere, it looks a bit...
like you're pitching up
like
forever.
You're pitching up, you know. It's nice to be able to stop somewhere and not look like you're pitching up, if you know what I mean. So yeah, definitely recommend one of these. It does keep it warm. We've noticed a big difference when we've had it on. It looks massive in its bag, but it just lays down flat in the garage and you don't even notice it. Fantastic thing. And this is the last of the gadgets we've actually got, number 6.
Is a 12-volt heating blanket.
Yeah, this is a Mazzy thing, not a Dan thing, just to let you all know, but carry on.
I love this. I couldn't go without this. Come the winter when you are in here overnight, it gets so cold. And this is the best way of being able to do it, because we've always can do this. And literally it warms up within minutes. And I quite often sleep with this of an evening, especially in the winter anyway. I love it.
I don't bother.
No, you don't bother, no.
I don't get cold. I'm a man.
Well, I do.
But yeah, and that's where this comes in handy again, isn't it?
Yeah, we also have an electric blanket on the bed, but when you aren't on hookup, this is a perfect gadget to have. This would reach the 2 of us easily if we were in bed.
Don't want it, thank you. It's all
Great
yours.
gadget, I love it.
Right, let's move on to 5 gadgets which we haven't got.
Yeah.
By the way, this is a video which we're making because 2 of you guys suggested that we do a top 10 on gadgets, on things we have and things we wish we'd had. So it's thanks to you guys. If you've got any more recommendations, please let us know for top 10 videos. So let's move on to the 5 things we wish we had or we've heard are very good.
Yes. Gadget number 5.
So number 5, this is things which we wish we'd have got, or wish we had. WashMatic, I think that's what they call them. We saw them at one of the shows we went to early this year, and there was a man there demonstrating them, wasn't there?
Yes.
And he had basically a bucket of water. That's all you need, a bucket of water. You put like a tube goes into it. It's got extension poles, it's got a brush on the end, and you can wash your caravan, your motorhome, or your car with just a bucket of water. It was absolutely fantastic.
It looked amazing, and it hardly used any water as well.
Hardly used any water. Now,
yeah.
I know there was a man demonstrating it, and I know the demonstrators at these shows make things look good anyway. So maybe it's not that good. I don't know, but I would love to give it a try.
To me, I thought it looked really good.
It did look good.
Yeah.
You know, when you're travelling and there's not many ways you can wash your van, I think that would be ideal for us to at least give it a go once. Yeah. So yeah, a WashMatic system. I think that's what they called it. Number 4.
Number 4. Now we actually have one of these, but it's not what we want. It's an inverter. I would love a decent inverter. Now, I can't get technical with you guys. I don't know what this powers out, or I don't even really know how they work. All I know is that I want to be able to have a decent one so I can plug a toaster in and a hairdryer. Okay. And stuff.
This is like the cheapest you can get on the market, I think. But it does really well for us this is the only way we charge his laptop up, isn't it?
Yeah, and even that's a bit dodgy though, let's be honest.
I have this on every day.
Yeah.
But this is 300 watt power inverter. It's a very weak one. You can get them and they're like thousands of watts, I think.
Yeah.
I really don't understand inverters, but you can get them where, if I just show you this up here, you see where we've got our control panel up here? If you get a really good top of the range inverter, I think you have something similar to this, like here, and you turn it on and off, and it's all wired up behind somehow. I don't know, it's a professional job, I think. And when you have it on, I believe it makes your plug sockets actually work whilst you're on the road.
Yeah.
You can't have it on all the time, but I think that's the idea. I'm not 100% sure. I don't know much about them, but wouldn't that be great?
That would be a fantastic thing to have. I don't know how it works, but yeah.
A lot of people have them. But yeah. That's all we know about them, so we can't tell you any more, can we?
No, but I want one. Gadget number 3.
Number 3 is a Wi-Fi Booster. We've seen these at the shows as well. Can't remember the prices of them, can you?
Quite expensive.
They were, weren't they?
Yeah.
We don't even know what they actually do.
No. But it sounds good.
We've put it on as list, but we don't actually know what they do. I believe if there is a Wi-Fi signal somewhere, let's say there's a McDonald's, right? And they have Wi-Fi inside. If you're outside in the car park a long way away, you won't get a signal. But with a Wi-Fi booster, you'd get a good signal from it.
Yeah.
I think that's how it works. And I think if you're in the middle of nowhere, in the hills, if there is any kind of Wi-Fi within 20 miles or something, it'll pick it up. So, don't know how good they are, don't know how well they work, but I think it would be a good gadget for people to have, don't you?
Well, we've been recommended it, so possibly we are going wrong and maybe we do need one.
Yeah, you know, if they do cost so much money and people are buying them, they must work. They must work. Yeah. So, a Wi-Fi booster. Can't tell you any more about it, but a gadget you might want to consider getting. Number 2
is a... Oh God, not this again.
Number 2.
Oh, no, I'm swallowing, honey.
Number 2.
Number 2. I wished that when... Oh, God. What happened?
Number 2.
No, start again. I was a bit flustered.
Number 2.
Don't make me laugh now. Sorry. What are they called again?
Collapsible saucepans.
Oh, yeah. Number
2.
Number 2, I wished right from the start I'd gotten collapsible saucepan set. We've seen them at the shows, haven't we?
We have.
And I stupidly went and brought like a normal household. This is a Swan set by Swan, and it just takes up my whole cupboard. I find it really difficult getting it in and out, etc.
There's a lot at the back you can't.
Yeah, there's
reach.
a lot at the back. I just wish to save space and to make everything a lot easier. I'd gotten this collapsible saucepan set, and I think it would have been wonderful.
And they did collapsible frying pans as well, didn't they?
Yeah, but I can't.
And I think are they made out of some kind of rubber or something?
Some kind of rubber, which I'm sure they can sustain the heat.
Yeah,
I know they do collapsible kettles, but I'm quite happy with my kettle. It's just the saucepan set. I wish I had some collapsible saucepans. I don't even know if they're any good, but
yeah, they might be rubbish, but yeah, that's a gadget we wish we'd have tried.
Definitely, definitely, yes. Gadget number 1.
Gadget number 1, the last gadget we would recommend you consider if you've got a motorhome, a dash cam. It's one thing we've never had. I've never had a dash cam, have you?
No.
Never had one in any vehicle I've ever had. A dash cam now. We were going to be sent one by a company to do a review on the other week, and because I couldn't promise we'd be there to collect it, they says, oh, we're not going to bother then. Fair enough. But a dash cam, for someone who drives like myself, I think they're a really good idea. The downside to them is, if you don't drive to the speed limit and you drive a bit, don't get one, because that is, what
recording,
is it? Well, it's recording, and if you have an accident and you're in fault, you'll get into trouble. But if you're a careful driver like myself, a dash cam I think is a really good idea. For your own protection, you can have it on at night and use it as a security camera as well, I believe.
I think it would be like a security deterrent, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would.
You know, it might deter people from going near your van, wouldn't it?
Yeah. So yeah, never had one, a dash cam, but I think they're a really cool idea. So there you go, our top 10 gadgets we would recommend people either buy or consider buying when they've got a motorhome.
Yeah, definitely.
There are a few things which didn't make the list, like as ramps. You know, the ramps to put underneath your wheels to level your van out. We had a clutch claw security thing.
And they're definitely things that we would recommend as well.
Yeah, definitely.
They just didn't get on our list
but
today.
We can only do 10.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's others. But please, you guys, put in the comments, what gadgets would you recommend for motorhomerists? Is that what we call ourselves?
Yeah.
What would you suggest people buy? Thank you all for watching.
Yeah, thanks for watching, guys.
Another top 10. If you've got any other top 10 ideas what we could make videos on, please let us know in the comments. Click like, don't forget to click like, and we'll see you all very soon. Say goodbye, Mazzy.
Bye, Mazzy.
I hate it when people do that.
Thanks for watching. Please comment and hit the like button. That helps our channel grow.
If you like what you see, click here to subscribe. Check out this other great video.
And if you really want to show your support, join the club, become a Patreon for extra videos and perks.
The more support we get, the more content we can give. We'll see you tomorrow
on Travel Trolls TV.